Dun, 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 dun. Poof! Here we are. All right. Merry Christmas, all. Merry Christmas Eve, all. Um, I think yes. So anyway, happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. It's very confusing. I am easily confused though. All right. So what is it? It is Suicide Prevention Saturday. Why? Because 2 out of every 3 gun deaths you hear about are a suicide, and if people actually want to save lives, we have to talk about mental health. And why are we talking about mental health on Christmas Eve? Because my daughter said so. Um, because there are people on Christmas Eve that today is not fun and exciting. Today could be very, very sad because this is their first Christmas Eve without a grandma or without a sister or a brother or a parent or a kid. So, one of those things that we always have to think about is as we are getting ready to celebrate and open presents, there's presents under the tree over there, just a couple. That some folks are not having a most spectacular evening. And I can tell you, Christmas without my grandma, first person I lost, definitely a challenge. I think the second hardest Christmas was probably Christmas without my sister. And then my dad, not so much because he was ready to go. So it was all good. Hi, Mike. Hi, Tara. Hi, G Webs. And hi, DJ. Um, and yes, the idea is definitely a happy Christmas Eve for sure. Oh, wait, here. I forget because we're on both Facebook and YouTube. So there's Mike White saying hi and good evening to everybody. And then there is Miss Tara saying hello to everyone. And G Web's always making sure I got some thumbs up over here on the whatever YouTube side. For those of you on Facebook, feel free to do the like button. All right, so how do we? Oh, and it's Fiona. Oh, she's not at a concert on Christmas Eve. Go figure. But she does have her Metallica tickets all ready for 2003, 2023, and 2024 because that's how important Metallica is to her. All right. What else we got going on? So, what do we do? How do we get through Christmases that are hard? That we've just lost someone or we have some other issues. Um, thank you, Patriot in the Dark. Of course, it is the best show on Christmas Eve because we're going to talk about how to be happy when you are sad. No, not really. Because here's the deal you need to be sad when you've lost someone, you need to grieve, you need to get through that process. We can't just have happiness all the time. We cannot have the light without the dark, all of that. Now, everybody, yes, all right, Mr. Ballinger's over here on the Facebook side. Everyone enjoy Christmas as best as we can. Um, most of us, I hope, are going to be with friends and family, and we'll get at least funny gifts or something. I'm assuming that Tara is cooking for her family. And Christmas is so many different things to so many people. It's if you are a Christian and you are celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, the God that, oh, what the heck? I'm awful on my scripture sometimes. God so loved the earth that he gave his only begotten son, right? So for so very many people, this holiday is all about Christmas. If you are one of my pagan friends and you just celebrated Yule, there are 13 blessings of Yule. If you're one of my Jewish friends and just celebrated Hanukkah, it is the 13 days of light. Oh my goodness. I should have looked this up. I was going to look it up beforehand, but it's all about the idea of love and celebration. Winter is hard. Winter is when people die. Winter is when everything dies. Our whole life has seasons. We have the spring and summer where stuff is born and is growing. We have the fall and winter where things go to sleep or die off. And it's one of those things where as we watch the ebb and flow of our year, of our life, we have to figure out different ways to deal with all of these things. So I'm glad to know that Tara is making tortilla soup and the in-laws and tamales for Christmas. Were you on G23's chat just a few moments ago? They were talking about all sorts of foods. So Anyway, what else am I doing? All right. Happiness, understanding things come and go, and I ramble a lot. Um, Now I'm really confused because Fiona said something about 8 days, and I'm wondering if that's 8 days countdown until her next Metallica concert, is what I would guess that is going to be. Or no, or it's 8 days without heat again. So, by the way, for those of you who are not here in New England, I will let you know it is very, very chilly. 7 degrees, 8 degrees, very, very chilly. So, let's see what else we got. I don't have that much. It's been go, go, go. It has been 8 days of Hanukkah. Thank you. That would make sense because, like I said, I'm like, I don't know. I know there's a menorah, and I have not. And each day you light one, and the whole thing of the miracle of Hanukkah is that they had oil that was going to last a day or not even, and God so blessed them that it lasted for 8 days. So So now that I know the number, I can tell you the story, but I didn't know before. All right. So suicide prevention Saturday. Why? Why not? Because we want to make life more manageable for ourselves, and we can do that by helping ourselves and helping others. Why else? Although I do love DJs. We got 8 dats in Hanukkah, and I know it was a typo, but it was still funny. So, oh, third like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Well, thank you, sir. Yes, and I saw that you subscribed, so thank you for that as well. You subscribed last week, I believe, because I'm still small enough to get to see my individual subscribers because I'm under 300 still, but it's all good. Okie dokies. I got nothing for you guys. I was gonna read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. But I thought maybe not do that because that might be boring. Having compassion for yourself and others. What more is there in this holiday season? There are people that are freezing to death right now outside, like quite literally. And we can't save them all, but we can save some of them. And all of the holidays that happen this time of year, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's Yule, whether it's Christmas, and I don't know a darn thing about Kwanzaa, but I believe that's next week. But as far as I know, everything is about celebration and what hope there is somewhere in humanity. So, when you are out and about, and perhaps you're not having the best of days, try to remember there are people who have worse and there are people who have it better. However, the compassion we can show to ourselves comes through by showing it to others. There are so many times in life where taking care of someone else is what will make you feel better. If you are having a hard time right now, don't forget that there are always resources out there. And ta-da, 988 instead of 911 is a way to go. If you need 911, by all means call it. Be resourceful. The challenge is when we are having challenges, we are generally not very resourceful. So 211 in lots of states is also helpful if you need resources. Again, right now, freezing cold up here. It's also freezing cold in Tennessee, where my brother lives. And yeah, so dealing with cold, 211 is also a great option for you if you need assistance with your fuel, if you cannot get food on your tables, that sort of thing. There are resources out there. So another reason we do Suicide Friend Saturday is what are the resources out there? Because if you know, then you can share that with someone else. And that is kind of that. Well, DJ has at least told us when Kwanzaa is. I still don't know what Kwanzaa is, but it starts on Monday and it goes for a week. Just about. So that's also we got 7 days of Kwanzaa, we got 8 days of Hanukkah, we have 1 day of Yule, and we have 1 day of Christmas, and then we've got Boxing Day, and that's the day after Christmas, which is the 26th. And I'm not even sure what we're supposed to do on Boxing Day, other than I used to think it was like boxing, like go in a ring and box, but apparently that is not it. All right. that is all I have for you, lovely people, tonight. Um, as you can tell, it's one of those rambling nights. It is Christmas Eve. There are children upstairs nestled in their beds. There are stockings hung by our bookshelves with care. And there are packages that need to be thrown under the tree. And that's what I get to do for the rest of tonight. Um, well, see, Domo, you're asking questions, and I have no idea. And Mike White, go take a long walk off a short cliff. No, I'm just kidding. But Mike is telling me how warm it is where he is, and it's in the single digits today, and it was very very chilly today. All right, Miss Fiona, since you celebrate Boxing Day, you should tell me what Boxing Day actually is, because I do not know. And it's the guy that comments. Um, where did he say hi? I don't know. All right, sixth day. All right, everyone's having other conversations over on the side. I'll be quiet now. And yes, G-Webs, if only there was a lovely big fat elf. But you know what happened? We don't have a chimney, so Santa can't get in. So unfortunately, we got to do the fat guy's work for him. But on the plus side of things, at least most of the wrapping is done, and there's very little stuff that has to do. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. Mike White, where are you? That you have 80 degrees weathers, because even Tennessee is cold right now, which is crazy. All right. And Mike, just so you know, just because you saw him sleeping in his car at ShopRite does not mean that he's homeless. Only in that I sleep in my car at the grocery store often, because it's the only time I have a chance to get a nap. So what we see may or may not always be what it actually appears to be. So that is also something to think about. But one of my biggest things I do this time of year is those little hot hands things. I have those in my car. So when I see people that have their little signs that they're holding up saying homeless and, feed me and that sort of stuff, I will give them the hot hands for this time of year. I figure it is something that is worthwhile, that is not money, but would help them, providing they are actually homeless. Because unfortunately, we have that conversation all the time as well, which is who do we trust and who don't we trust? Anyway, all right, DJ, you got anything for me? Like I said, I'm just rambling around like a fool. I'm ready to go to sleep, but I still got stuff to hide around the house.
I would like to remind everyone that there is one more Saturday stop for Suicide Prevention Saturday this year, and then we're into 2023. And also that tonight we were joined by Guy the Comments, Mike White, Domo Arigato Roboto, G23 Gun Websites. Let's see who else was out there. Fiona Remillard was out there. I was out there. You've been here, as a matter of fact. Yes, and Patriot in the Dark. Wow, a whole bunch of people dropped in today, didn't they? If I forgot anybody or missed anyone, my apologies.
And I know you can't see Mike because he's Facebook side, but other than that.
Oh, Mr. Behringer, yes.
Yeah. So, alrighty then. Well, with that, I think I'm really gonna go because I still got stuff I gotta wrap, and I'm hiding it all over the house. The kids actually have to go find their presents because that's the kind of mom I am. And so I got lots of stuff to be doing. All right. So with that, oh, wait a second. I do have to share this, though. Fiona got herself a new AR. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, good night, all. Merry Christmas. See you, like DJ said, next Saturday on New Year's Eve. Ooh, I'm going to be. All right. I will see you all next week, and I'll tell you why I stopped that. Promise 2 hours. Dude, whoever said that to you, big fat liar. Unless I have them interviewing someone, you're lucky to get like 15, 20 minutes. But I appreciate the idea that you would want to sit here for 2 hours. But G23 did keep me entertained while I was wrapping my presents prior to this. And you are welcome. And I will see you all next weekend. Goodbye, all. Oops, I hit the button and then I unhit the button.